During the previous video, we left the east yard switcher on the ladder with the arriving Coxton block. Now we're going to look at how the cars get classified. The first thing we have to do is to check out the car cards and their waybills. Before we look at the car cards, let's review the classification tracks. Track 4 is for eastbound cars, and their cars are designated with the green dot. Track 5 is for westbound cars with the red dot. Track 6 is cars going to the DL&W for interchange, and cars going to the West Pittston branch, and they're designated with the black dot. Track 7 is for cars going to Wilkes-Barre for the Pennsylvania Railroad or the C&J interchange. Track 8 and those cars have a silver dot. Track 8 is designated cars destination to Wilkes-Barre for Lehigh Valley facilities, the yellow dot. Track 9 for the Ontario and Western Railroad cars, those cars have a blue dot. Track 10 is our caboose track and special car track. Since we'll be switching from the rear, let's look at the last two cars first. The Southern boxcar and the Santa Fe reefer are both going to the Acme Markets warehouse in 40 Fort, and that's located on the West Pittston branch. And both of those cars have the black dot. So they will be switched on to track 6 for the West Pittston branch. The Lehigh Valley covered hopper and the Swift reefer are both going to Wilkes-Barre. They will be switched on to track 8, indicated by the yellow dots on the waybills. The 50-foot Santa Fe reefer and the Western Pacific PFE reefer are going on to Massachusetts and Connecticut. This is handled by the Ontario and Western interchange. Both these cars have blue dots, so they'll be going on to track 9. Among freight cars, livestock cars had the highest priority. This was because of a 28-hour rule between feedings. If the livestock exceeded that amount, the railroad had to unload the cars and feed the livestock. So they made every effort to get it to its destination as soon as possible. The Pennsylvania Railroad stock car is going on to Montrose Beef Company, which is on the Coxton Austin branch. So that's going to be moved out immediately by the yardmaster, who will be assembling a train. There's also a coal mine located on the Austin branch, so they'll be putting a train together immediately to get those out of the yard. Since we're switching from the rear of the train, we'll start by selecting track 6 on the control panel. Our next two cars are going to the Lehigh Valley and Wilkes-Barre, so we need to switch them to track 8. Sometimes it takes 2 tries for the dual magnet uncouplers to work. The next 2 cars will be going to track 9, the ONW track. Because livestock are a priority, we'll place the Pennsylvania stock car on track 10 because we'll be making up a train to go out immediately on the Austin branch. And that completes the classification of the Coxton block.